Hey guys, Matthew and Morrow with MorrowInvest.com here. I'm coming to you again today for your 2-minute tip of the day. All right, today we're going to talk about debt. Debt, the Bible says, the debtor is slave to the lender. This is something that's going to hold you back. Okay? I know a lot of you want to be successful. A lot of you want to do a lot of different things, especially if you're young. Guys, if you're straight out of college or you're fixing to go to college, you got all these dreams about all the things you wanted to do. I know when I was in elementary school, I wanted to be a baseball player. That didn't happen. I wanted to be like Michael Jackson. That didn't happen. Or I wanted to be a break dancer, and I'm way too big to break dance. So none of those things happen. So as you get older, not only are your goals going to change, but life is going to punch you in the face on some of the things that you want to achieve, right? Well, one of the things, in fact, probably one of the most detrimental things that you can get yourself into is debt. I don't know if I can tell you anything better than to be a cash basis person. If you don't have the money to buy it, you shouldn't buy it. Now, I understand sometimes you need to leverage things. One of the only things that I think you should leverage would be your house. Okay, you're going to put down 10% or less on your house, and you're going to get to have $100,000. Put down $10,000, you're going to have a $100,000 house. I can understand leveraging that, but most things you should pay cash for. Now, again, I'm not talking business. I'm talking on an individual basis. Business debt is good, and there's a reason for it, and we could talk about that in another video. Personal debt is not good at all. In fact, it is what is going to keep you from being successful. Now, I wasn't taught to do it the right way. I did it the same way that you're probably doing it, where you make a little bit of money, and then you buy a little bit nicer car, and you make a little bit more money, and you get a little bit nicer clothes, and you make a little more money, right? You see where I'm going? You keep increasing your standard of living. Well, if every time you make a little more money, you increase your standard of living, there's nothing left over, right? There's nothing for you to invest, and investments is the most powerful way to make money. Let's look at the 3 ways real quick how to make money. There's me. This is me. Okay? So this is man at work. This is you, and this is the majority of everybody. They go to work. They do their 9 to 5, right, or their 8 to 5, or sometimes their 2 jobs, their weekend jobs, their night jobs, their shift jobs, right? And they're busting their hump to do everything they can to make their dollar, their cheddar, their lettuce, right? They're making their money, but the way they're doing it is man at work. It is what they physically can do. Well, let me tell you, I started out in the lawn business. I actually started with my family in their catering business and then on into the lawn business. And I could tell at age 25 that my body wasn't going to be able to keep up this pace as it did when I was even 18. Just a few years later, I mean, the physical toll. I listen to people that want to be, no matter what you want to be, it doesn't matter if you want to cut hair for a living and be a beautician, if you want to do, to be a painter, to do whatever. If you say, I get paid $50 per job, well, if you had a really, really great year and you made a ton of money, guess what? You got to do that much work again next year and the next year and the next year, right, in order to keep making it. Let's do the next most powerful one. The next most powerful one is for you to be the boss, right? You own the company, right? This is you, and you own the company, and then you got people that work under you, right? And hopefully they're happy. We're going to put smiley faces on them. If I were, these are little happy tree people, right? Okay, so this is the second most powerful way to make money, is you're the boss, and hopefully you're happy, you're not too stressed out, and you have these employees, and while you're doing your thing, they are exponentially making money for you. Make sense? Everybody understands this, you know. You more than likely work for somebody, and your employer employs you, and you work for them, right? And so this is you right here. And maybe if you're lucky, you're the boss, okay? So that's the second most powerful way to make money. However, the most powerful way to make money is to let your money make you more money. This is where investments come in. This is why the rich continue to get richer. You know, I have people tell me all the time, you know, oh, these companies are so evil and they just want to take your money and all this kind of stuff. I find that most corporations are not evil, these big giant entities. They're made up of people. They're made up of families and people just like me and you that are trying to do their best to make money, right? So they're going to take their money and invest it in things. So when people loan me money, or when I loan other people money, that money is out there making me interest, making me money, and I'm not physically having to work for it. This is the most exponential way to grow. It is what everybody does. What does Warren Buffett do? Warren Buffett buys an asset with a lot of value. He maximizes their annual net operating income, which increases their value, and then he takes that money from a loan, and then he buys another business, right? And then what's he do with that business? He maxes out their ANOI, their annual net operating income, increases their value, takes that money, and buys another business, and on and on and on. And that's why the rich continue to get richer. I hope this has blessed you today.